The game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Tonight we've got a good matchup in store between the Birmingham Barons and the Biloxi Shuckers. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Ray Liriano, the Dominican left-hander, will get the nod to start here. Harold, any thoughts?
As I look at this ball game today, one thing to keep an eye on is his at-bats against the right-handers, his approach against right-handed hitters. Because right-handed hitters are hitting under 250 against him. And those are the guys that he's going to have to exploit if he wants to win this ball game.
And that'll plate their second run of the game as they take a 2-0 lead.
Good job. Way to get on base.
Striding into the box, Luis Montano. He enters play hitting in the 260s for the year.
Montano.
Called strike in a dangerous location there, 1-2.
Look, Matt, this guy's got a great sinker. Here's the key. He's got a runner on first base. This is where you can get that ground ball double play. Make him chase that hard sinker and hit it into the dirt and turn one over for you.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Takes this the other way to right. And that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Obviously, this is a pitcher's nightmare, but it's a manager's nightmare, too. It's only the first inning your starter has already given up 4 hits. The last one, an absolute frozen rope. The last thing he wants to do is get someone up in the pen, but he might not have any other choice.
Second baseman.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away.
Hey, good one up there, huh?
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. HR, you take a look at our home-standing ball club as they come into this one tonight. They're on a nice little run, winners of 4 of their last 5 ball games.
They played good ball yesterday and pulled off a W. Let's see if they're able to keep that momentum going and play good again this one and win another game.
Now a bunt attempt here. Only played at first, so the sacrifice works that time. Time now to give you a look at the batting order for the visiting squad. What's the key for them to win this series opener, Harold?
Well, the key to me in this one, I'm going to throw a cliche at you, Matt. You know I don't use many cliches. I would have to say have great energy. Play with some enthusiasm. Be excited about playing. And if they do that, man, they carry it through for 9 innings. Look out.
In tight as this pitch misses, and it's a 4-pitch walk.
And as a pitcher, that's always tough. Looked like he got a bad break on some of those calls, but he's got to learn that sometimes the calls don't go your way, and you've just got to move on. That's something that young pitchers can have a hard time with, though.
Gonzalez.
Big pitch early, the 3-2. Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
And this is a great example of what happens when you can't find the strike zone. The first walk of the inning looked harmless enough, but this one brings a runner home. Self-inflicted wounds are always the hardest to swallow.
Ready for another chance? Number 18. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
One time, here we go.
Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike 1. Runners are at first and third, 1 away.
Hey, nice and patient. Get yours.
And a curveball taken for strike 2. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of that depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone. But if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls with a sinker, I think you have to stick with that plan.
Swing and a flare hit toward right. Tavares has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And even with 2 away now, that ball just didn't get. Stepping in and ready for another shot, number 18. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Drilled on the ground to short. Fielded cleanly on to first, and there were 2 down. Ready for another shot now, number 18. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First pitch on its way. Late swing and a ball line fouled into the seats past the third base dugout. The 0-1 delivery. Takes a good curveball at the knees.
There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive pitches, Matt. Throw something down in the zone or just out of the zone, but something.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. So 1 run on 1 hit, which was the home run, no errors, and no one left on base. Digging in once again, Robin Gallegos, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
The 0-1. Lifted the other way to left center. Gonzalez is after it. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. No runs, a hit, 2 left. We played 8 full. Birmingham leads this thing 5-0. Striding in once again, number 18. He's 1 for 4 for the game. First offering on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
Hey, get the pitch right here. Come on now.
Here's the 0-2. And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there.
Tonight's game comes to an end. 5-1 the final score. The Birmingham Barons secure their 10th victory of the season. Derek Kristen earns win number 7 on the season, so that'll just about do it. For Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 50 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. Ought to be a good one here between the Birmingham Barons and the Biloxi Shuckers. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Donovan Ritchie will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What's your take on him, H?
Well, Matt, he's one of these guys that's going to battle. He sticks around the game long enough where you pick up a win like he did last outing. Only giving up 1 run, but he stayed in the game and he got the W. Maybe we'll see that type of performance from him today because he's that type of pitcher.
Batting 4.
So stepping in, number 18. He begins playing this one with his batting average over the .310 plateau. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. HR are home 9 as they begin play here this evening. They were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
Yeah, last game they just didn't play well. They gave up a lot of runs, really sloppy. So when you play that sloppy, you're not going to win games.
He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
I'm not sure what else the defense could have done there. They pitched out and the throw was pretty good, but they still couldn't cut him down. You kind of just have to hope he gets a bad jump.
Hey, see it and rip it up there, kids. See it and rip it.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Grounded to the right. He'll get to this one deep in the hole. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So they get a man to second here in the top half, but he's stranded there. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1. No score. So striding in, Terrence Giorgio. And the average isn't pretty. Down into the roaring 220s to begin the ball game. Ready on 1 and 2. High in the air out to center field. Center fielder on the run. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. With a moment now, let's have a look at the home team starting lineup. What's the key to sending fans home smiling tonight, Harold?
Well, in this day and age when so many teams are relying on that long ball to win games for them, this isn't one of those clubs, really. They're in the bottom third.
Stepping up to the plate, Anton Aviles. And this is a good-looking matchup for him here. As you can see, he's hit lefties quite a bit better than he has right-handers this season. Popped up. Barehanded at his knees. He's up with it. The throw. What a play. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. We've played 2 full, and we are tied 0-0. Digging in for his second at-bat, number 18. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Hey, one time, right now.
Ball 1. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
Softly on a line to third. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Well, we see a lot of line drives from this guy, but because he keeps that bat in the plane so long, he picks up cheap hits like this soft liner. He's just a good hitter.
Digging in, Luis Montano.
Now batting, designated hitter, Luis Montano.
Get drive it. Let's go, kid.
Looked like a cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
Really impressive pitching right there. Sometimes as a pitcher you can get frustrated when you make a good pitch and you don't get that call from the umpire, but what does he do? He comes back with a good pitch and gets the strike.
Ready now, Brian Lim.
Second baseman, Brian Lim.
Come on, baby. See it, drive it. Let's go.
Ready to deliver the 1 and 2. And a breaking ball freezes him. Strike 3 called, and the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4, and we are tied 0-0. Digging in to try it again, number 18. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
Come on, big guy. See it. Drive it. Right here.
Now the pitch. Oh, just a miserable effort there. It's 0-1.
I like how he's using the changeup tonight. Using it to get ahead, also using it to put guys away. Very effective pitch for him.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
Big breaking ball and a beauty that time. 1 and 2.
Well, that was a curveball looking right there. I tell you what, that's a nice curve. just really froze him. Good breaking ball.
Hey, get your pitch. Drive it right there.
In the dirt, but swung on and missed. Up with it, Patterson. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Nothing across here this half of the inning. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th, and we still have no score. Ready once again, number 18. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. And he takes ball one.
Let's go, kid. One time, right here.
The 1-0 delivery. Oh, tough to catch up when it's moving like that. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently. A fastball down near the shoe tops.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
2 out, nobody on. Called a strike, and it's full 3-2.
Well, that's a high fastball in the low 90s. That is a dangerous, dangerous pitch right there. He got away with one. The guy took the pitch. Maybe he's just measuring him up. I wouldn't come back with that again.
And he strikes him out on a good pitch, so 1 run can win it as we head to the bottom of the inning. So no runs, no hits. Now at the plate,
batting,
number 18. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip. Starts him out with a changeup for a strike.
Hey, not a bad take there on that first pitch. Not a real good idea to go up there looking for a changeup to hit. Sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he fights him off here to foul this one over toward the right side, and it'll remain 0-2. Another 0-2 home. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, it was a real good performance, as you'll see by his final line. 7 2/3 good innings, and in today's game, that's very solid.
3 runs on 10 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, a swift 2 hours and 19 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
It's time for baseball now as the show's tour of the minors continues with a stop in the Southern League. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Birmingham Barons and the Biloxi Shuckers. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Barney Davidoff will be on the mound for Game 4. What do you have for us on him, H?
Well, Matt, when I look at his pitching line, the thing I look at is his whip. He's just below league average, so he's not allowing a lot of traffic on the base paths, and he's keeping his team in the games. If he gets a big break early on, he may run away with it, hold on to the lead, and win this game.
Leading off for the Barons.
So coming to the plate, number 18. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
Come on, stay hot up there. Let's go. One bed. Stay hot. Here we go.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Looks at a changeup right over the middle.
You know, it's great to be patient, make a pitcher work and all that stuff to try to get walks, but you have to be ready to hit. And that was a really hittable pitch, and now you've got to deal with an 0-2 count.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Got him.
All right, here's how the home side's lining up defensively.
Standing in, number 18 comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And this is on the outside corner for strike 1. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
Oh, you have to love. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once. Oh, wow, that's what they call a jam sandwich. Wow, not much you can do with that pitch that's in tight.
And he got him.
I'll tell you, he looks really dialed in on the bump right there. He's got a shutout going, and he really seems to have this lineup off balance. Even when he challenges them up in the zone, they don't have an answer for it.
Now in the box, number 18. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Into the windup and the pitch. Tough slider over the inside corner for a strike.
Guys, I've been really impressed with him tonight. I mean, he's carving these guys up with all of his pitches.
Wait for a good one, huh?
The windup and the 0-1. Looking at strike 2, a fastball that catches the inside corner.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out. A strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts.
Digging in the switch hitter, Steve Rodriguez. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a little blooper to center. Here's the center fielder. Can't get to it in time. That's a base hit. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit. And your go-ahead run is in there at second base as he's got himself a 2-out double.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his 2nd hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
No one better.
Stepping into the box, Bernardo Cora. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game.
Hey, 2 away. 2 away.
Lifted into the air out towards center field. And he can't track it down. A base hit. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score. And he will pull into second with an RBI double.
Well, that's a huge base hit. Anytime you get a hit late in the game to give you the lead in the ball game, you feel good about yourself, and his teammates are pumped up as well.
Now to the plate, Harry Hornsby.
Center fielder, Harry.
Runner in scoring position at
Hornsby.
second with 2 down. Pitch swung on and hit in the air.
You go. Got it. Mine, I got it.
Tilson is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 9th inning coming up, and the home team leads it 3-0. Coming to the plate now, number 18. 3 at-bats for him in this one, all ending with him going down on strikes. Has a look, now the pitch. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0.
Hey, easy now. Your turn, baby.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. Nobody out, runner on first.
Here you go.
Outside, 2-1.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch if you can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time.
Hey, touch up. Your turn right here.
The 2-1 on its way. A slider that just grabs the outside corner.
That's the 3rd slider in a row, and I'm going to tell you what, I think he'll probably throw 4 and maybe 5 if he needs it.
Hey, wait for a good one and drive, and I'll pick one out.
And he struck him out again. So that's the old sombrero there, partner. 4 strikeouts in the ballgame.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards caper. Hey, it always feels good to win a baseball game, but when you can win one at home in front of your home crowd, all those fans cheering, this is a good win for this team.
And tonight's ends as a 3-0 shutout win. Barney Davidoff with his 4th win this season. Number 68 struck out 10 in the losing effort. Henry Keene hammers down the save, his 32nd of the season. So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click on over to theshownation.com.
Here now our final line score. First for the Victoria Shuckers. 3 runs on 7 hits. 1 error. They left 6 men on base. For the Barons, no runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 43 minutes. Thanks for joining us this evening, and please drive home safely.